Hi everyone, back today with another video. This is just a monetization update. For anybody following this, you can see we've had quite a big jump in the last week, really. I seem to have stumbled upon exactly the right format of video, at least for me. And that's happened by listening to what my commenters are saying and then following through with that. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing differently, and you can see how it's been going. I'll show you some of the things I'm doing, and hopefully it helps you if that's something you're interested in. Make your own channel, or if you're just interested to see if I can get to monetized. We'll see what happens there. So you can see over the last 28 days, we've come up to almost 600 subscribers, and I've had a lot of watch time. My watch time is lagging behind my subscribers, but I do think it's catching up. If we look at the last 7 days, which is really where I've had my boom, almost my biggest move forward from here has been because I changed how I was doing the videos. Mostly the difference I made was I just started to talk all the way through them, and that can be really difficult at times, talking to people who aren't here. I think I've mentioned that before, but also finding something to talk about for 13 minutes or 16 minutes or even 8 minutes. The smaller videos are easier to make. I've made a couple of videos that are like 3 minutes long and 6 minutes long, and it just depends on what the video is about. I'm not going to make a video longer than it needs to be for the sake of watch hours. I still want my content to be relevant and helpful. But I have found that the longer videos, like I've started to try and make some evergreen content, which is just something that's relevant a year from now, essentially. My gold making stuff is really popular and I do like doing it and it's enjoyable. But a year from now, it's not going to be relevant content and I won't continue to get as many views on those. So I am trying to make some evergreen content, and you can see here that it is just not doing as well as the gold making stuff. So my evergreen content that I'm working on at the moment is like achievements and mount farms. And I think if you're following my videos, the glory of the Delver is one of those mounts that if you don't do it during this expansion, you're not likely to come back. So perhaps that's not evergreen content the way I'm thinking of it. But I am giving it a go. But the gold making videos are the things that are doing the best. You can see that these videos, these two here, weren't published all that long ago. But my best videos are, I made like a compilation, which is, I made a couple of gold making videos during the week, and I made a lot of gold that week. And I just happened to record myself doing it, which is normally I just play and then I record it when I have an idea. But I started recording just in case something happened, which has been lucky because I've actually had a couple of really lucky drops that I've been able to show people I've got. But this is just a compilation of videos I already had on my channel. I think there's like 6 of them in there. So if we scroll down here, so this is the gold farms, and in there I've got this video, this video, this video, and this video. So you can see here they've all got quite high views, and it's because of that gold making stuff. They've all got quite high views, and then when I made them into a compilation, there was like a whole different set of people who wanted to watch that longer form video, I think, because I was surprised. I really didn't think people would want to watch an hour long. I did break it into sections, so it's easy to kind of skip through so you can see what you wanted to see, like what part of it you were interested in. But I was really surprised there were so many people out there who were interested in a compilation. So I think I'm going to make a couple of those, just, new ones. I'm not going to repeat old content. Unless it becomes relevant. I mean, if the weaver cloth suddenly goes back up in value, perhaps I'll redo a video there. But in other sense, I want it to be things that people can tune into that is helpful for them. And yeah, I just found that super helpful. And you can see we've just toggled it to views, and you can see it's consistently the gold making videos that are getting the most attention. This one here is the Delver mount I was talking about, but I don't know what happened. I might have just got lucky here, I don't know, but I was unable to repeat that success. Perhaps once I finished it, maybe people will want a compilation. I don't know. I mean, it can't hurt to give it a go, can it? But perhaps people want to see from start to end how I got the mount. And I suppose that is a potential option there, but it's really the gold making stuff that's getting all of the attention. These are some of my older videos. You can see there's quite a big difference in view time. I'm also getting a lot of comments from people, which is really helpful. And I'm finding that if I take the time to respond to all of those, and it's really good to get to talk to these people anyways. But if I'm taking the time to respond to these videos and interact with everyone, the algorithm seems to favor it. And then people want to talk with me more. And sometimes some really valuable information comes out of those interactions with people. I've had a couple of people recommend getting a microphone, and I have ordered a microphone. It's not here yet, so I'm not using it for this video. It took a little while to find something that would work for a female voice. Lots of the reviews were like, don't use this if you have a higher voice. So it took a little bit to find something, and hopefully I've picked okay. I've never bought a microphone before. So yeah, it was just a bit of a guess. But yeah, all of these comments, I think they really help to boost what the algorithm thinks of my channel, but they do give me ideas. And like you can see here, I was having a lot of trouble with motion sickness with the super speed flying that's in my game. I don't know if you play WoW. You might not play WoW and be watching this. I suppose that's a possibility. But people were helping me, and that has actually helped to improve my farming, which is improving my video making. People have recommended like add-ons and things, and that's been really helpful. And you just have to be open to suggestions. Some people are just rude. Not everybody, but there are those people. I just don't answer those. I just leave them alone. I don't need that. But I have noticed I've kind of got enough subscribers now that when something like that happens, they kind of stand up for me, which is really nice. It's good to see that I'm providing enough value in terms of the content I provide for them not to kind of stand by while that kind of interaction takes place. So yeah, it's really come up a long way in the last little bit. So I've just changed the analytics channel to show you the last 90 days, and you can see that I'm kind of halfway to monetized. I'm a little over halfway with the subscribers and just like a tiny bit under for the watch time. So I don't think it's going to take too much longer if I can continue to put out the type of content people are enjoying, and I think I've figured it out now. I think I'll continue to get booms as I come across things that people really enjoy. But I think that some of the success I've enjoyed has been stumbling upon exactly the type of video people want. And I don't think I'm going to get that all the time. I'm going to try, but a lot of this is evolving over time. Like what's popular today might not be popular tomorrow. And it's hard to keep up with the flow while still doing what I enjoy with the game. So I think I'm not too far off monetized. I mean, I did a huge chunk of this in the last 7 days. So if it continues like this, it is possible perhaps by the end of this month. I mean, I could be overly hopeful. I've had a lot of people tell me I've got zero hope at all of getting monetized right from the very beginning. Quite a few commenters are like, it'll never happen. And it is, it is hard sometimes when people are just outright nobing you. But I don't think that those people were right in this instance. I'm too stubborn. It was bound to succeed over time anyway. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 years or 3 days. I'll stick at it until it works. So I think that's helped with me. And maybe I just got lucky stumbling upon exactly the type of content people were looking for. So this is just analytics side of it. It is kind of really impressive when you think, or at least I think it's impressive when you think about when I began in November. I think my first video was maybe on the 16th of November. I had no idea what I was doing. I've never, ever made a YouTube channel. It's my first time ever recording videos. I mean, I do have a little bit of background knowledge. I have run a business in the past. I do market my own books and things like that. So I do have a little bit of knowledge about, how people gravitate towards things and how to kind of investigate and research that. So perhaps that's been helpful, but I have learned all of those skills on my own. It's not something I did a degree for. I've got lots of degrees, but none of them in a relevant field that I'm making money in now. So it is really impressive. I think that, I've come this far, and I think a lot of that is thanks to my commenters and viewers interacting with me and letting me know what they're finding helpful and what they're looking for. And the analytics on YouTube are good, but they're not as good as what the commenters are telling me, what my viewers are telling me. That's where the real gold mine of information is. But you can see here in the last 90 days, I've been probably for the last 60-ish days, maybe a tiny bit more of it, been making videos. And you can see here I've got quite a lot of spikes. And that content, it runs and then it slows down a bit, and I think that's normal. I'm not sure. If you're monetized and it's not normal, let me know. Because yeah, I'm just guessing here. Like I said, I've never done this before. I have very little idea what it is that I'm doing. So if we just look at the last couple of days, you can see here the spikes I'm getting for those new videos, and you can see that they are spikes. They come up and then they find like a level line, and they continue to provide views, and it's good that it continues to provide views. But that spike, once you have it, or at least once I have it, it seems to taper down a bit as the people who have enjoyed the content, that are going to enjoy the content, have already viewed it. So I'm getting quite a lot of watch hours on the newer videos. I do have an older video that's doing all right. It's probably been my longest succeeding video, and that was my first Weaver Cloth video. And it's not doing as well as some of these other things, but considering how I wouldn't say it's as good as some of my newer videos in terms of editing and presentation and just all of those other things. I don't even know if I really talked through that first video. So yeah, the talking through the videos has made a big difference. I've started to add overlays into my videos, and you'll probably notice when I do this one, like little widgets and examples of other videos or things like that, and that helps to break up the video and make it a bit easier to watch, I think anyway. And I did just want to say that for the first time ever, the amount of ladies there are that are viewing my videos has come up. For a while there, females were less than a percentage. Which is really nice to see that women are coming in and watching this content as well as men. I don't know how long I'll be able to say girls don't play WoW for. I've had a couple of people interact with in the comments saying things along those lines, which is fun. It's good to get that banter in. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you that we are finding females. They do exist. It's not just me. So we're looking at just an increase in the type of, and the spread of the type of viewership that I'm getting, which is a really nice change.
So for anyone interested, I am still using Adobe Express to create these videos. I think the recording that Adobe Express does is better than what the recording system on my laptop does in terms of the voice. Sometimes it's better to talk at the same time as recording, but when I'm actually gaming, I'm finding it the other way around is better. So I'm still using the paid version. I know I said I was going to drop that, but I did find ways to make that helpful, and being able to overlay like these like and subscribe buttons and certain animations makes life a bit easier. I don't have to have quite so much knowledge of how to do editing for these things to work. So it's just an idea. There is a free version. You can't use some of the premium things. But yeah, if you're looking to give videos a go on YouTube, I'm finding this to be a really cost-effective way of doing it without having to have like a degree in media.
So almost all my videos, I've moved them to long form videos. Even the shorter ones, I have done a couple of shorts in the last couple of days, but it's been, you can see they didn't do well in terms of pleasing my subscribers, but they're just silly things really. Like I got an achievement by getting smushed, and I got a rock buddy and things like that. So I just made like 30-second to a minute videos on those, but I've been, even the smaller videos, I think I made like a 1.5 minute video or a 2-minute video at some point. You can see here a 3-minute video, a 1-minute video. I could have posted this as a short, but when I'm posting it just on my channel, the watch time is counting, and I think that's better, especially because I'm not going for getting monetized using shorts. So that's just a thought for anybody who's interested in perhaps, what they could do there. The shorts to bring in like a lot of people to look at your content, and perhaps it's a good idea in the beginning, but I'm finding having the shorter videos as something that counts towards my monetization is what's working best for me. So that's really all for today. This video ended up being a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. It turns out I had a lot to say about what's happened in the last week. I suppose it was a big week, so I suppose that also makes sense. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. If you found it helpful, let me know in the comments. I know this type of video isn't for everyone. Most of you here are for the gold farming videos and maybe for the mount videos, but I think it's important to show the journey here. There's so many people out there that'll throw crap at you and say you can't do this. And I just think it's important to show the journey from start to end for somebody who has absolutely no idea, but just a lot of enthusiasm for the game, and how I can turn this into something that I can perhaps get paid for. I just think it's good to share that. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed it in the comments, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Remember, as always, girls don't play WoW.